This video is about logarithms, and in particular I'll show how to solve this equation by dropping the logs and solving a quadratic. The equation is log of x plus 2 plus log of x minus 1 equals 1. We can't drop the logs right away though, because we can't do that when there's 2 logs here and nothing here. But what we will do is rewrite this as the logarithm of two things being multiplied together. We can do that because we know the rule that when 2 logs are being added, it's the same as multiplying the 2 components of the logarithm. And from here, we can expand a bit by using distributive law or foiling. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative 1x or negative x. 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times negative 1 is minus 2. And we'll simplify even further by saying that's x squared and combine these like terms. Minus x plus 2x is plus x minus 2. So that's nice. And what's even better is now we can drop this log by converting it to exponential. This logarithm is implied to be base 10. So what this equation means is 10, the implied base, to the power of the exponent answer equals x squared plus x minus 2. And now we can use our algebra skills. I just rewritten the 10 to the power of 1 as 10. And I'll subtract 10 from both sides to get 0 equals x squared plus x minus 12. I'll continue over here. What I'm looking for is something that multiplies to negative 12 and adds to positive 1. Well, the numbers are multiplies to negative 12, 4 and 3. I need to make one negative, so the 3 will be negative. That way they'll multiply to negative 12 but add to positive 1. In other words, I have 0 equals x plus 4 times x minus 3, correctly factoring this previous quadratic. So that means x plus 4 equals 0, or x minus 3 equals 0, which means x equals negative 4, or x equals 3. But there's one more problem, and that is I can't just stop here. It looks like I have the answers, except going back to our original equation, if you sub in negative 4 here, or even here, you'd be logging a negative number, and the rules of logarithms say you can't log a negative number. So we need to tell the reader to reject this, or that it's inadmissible, or value not acceptable, and really there's only one answer, x equals 3. We could even check if we wanted. The left-hand side should equal the right-hand side of 1 if we sub in x. So what's the log of x plus 2? Well, that's 3 plus 2, plus the log of x minus 1. That's 3 minus 1. So we get the same, that would be the same as log of 5 plus log of 2. And we know from the rules of logarithms, when you're adding logs, it's the same as multiplying by what's inside here. 5 times 2 is 10. And log 10, especially when it's base 10, is easy to figure out even without a calculator. 10 to the power of what equals 10? The answer has to be 1. And the right side equals 1. So, since we've proven that left side equals right side, we know that x equals 3 is the correct solution. Don't forget to go back and check whenever you solve logarithmic equations that the answers, in fact, don't create a negative or 0 log, which would be inadmissible.